What is up everyone, DeadX here, and I just watched Turning Red. And this will be my first video I make over an animated movie, and maybe a movie in general. But I may do more content based around this depending on, one, how well this does, and two, how much I personally enjoy it. I like to talk about video games mostly, but this movie just I feel like I need to talk about this and get my thoughts on it out there, which is probably spoiled in the title depending on what it's named. But again, I feel like I have to talk about this because just watching this movie, oh my god, it just really, I have a bone to pick with the Twitter, and a surprise, who doesn't have a bone to pick with Twitter, but for real. So first off, Turning Red, just so we can get right into it, pretty good movie, I would say, really enjoyable. Like, if I'm being honest, I didn't know if I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. I think it's a really great movie. Like, honestly, this might be a movie that, like, with time I'll like more, because like my other favorite movie of all time being Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, when I first watched it I enjoyed it, but the more I sat on it, the more I loved it. I feel like that's gonna happen with this movie as well. This movie just has that feeling of something. It's such a charming movie, is really what I'm trying to say. Very charming, very cute. May, the main character, I love her, honestly. She's like really cringe, you know, because she's like she's an 8th grader. She's an 8th grade girl. And of course, like, everyone was cringe in 8th grade. I was cringe in 8th grade. But the way that she is, it's really endearing. Like, you know, she's not like a child character that's like annoying. And since she's the lead and the way she is, I feel like people would find her annoying, but I personally didn't think she was annoying at all. And you really do feel for her, especially, in the beginning with her mom, if you know the scene. Oh my god, I really wouldn't want to be her in that moment. It was bad. But, what else? Her friend group. I loved her friend group. Her friend group kind of reminds me of like a friend group I would have, kinda, except it's like, instead of like, you know, these like kind of weird girls, mine was like more like gamer type best friends and all that. But it's a friend group that you probably know that existed if you weren't in it. So if you weren't in the friend group, you probably knew that group in school. Maybe you were in it, maybe you knew people in it, maybe you were friends with people in it, but you definitely know that one group. Is what I'm saying. Like, it's a very believable group. You could tell that these people would be friends and that they love each other's company, and you really feel that in the movie. It's really cute and, again, charming. That's, if we were to take away anything from this movie, it's that it's really charming and it's really good. I do like that the lead is an Asian character. I think Chinese. I don't want to be, I'm not entirely certain, but I'm pretty sure that the writer, like the lead writer of this movie, was Chinese. So it's nice to see Pixar reaching out for this more diverse set of Pixar movies. And trust me, we will get into this later. But again, Joe from Soul. I really enjoyed Joel. Oh my god, Joe. And I thought Soul was a fantastic movie. Some people didn't like it. I love Soul. I need to rewatch it though. So, the score was really nice. I don't notice, like, music in a lot of movies unless it's, like, something that really catches my attention. And this score really caught my attention. Not just the early 2000 boy band throwbacks that make me nostalgic, even though I wasn't really that into boy bands growing up. And then, of course, Bootylicious by Beyonce, who doesn't know that song? I was pleasantly surprised to see that was in this movie. The background music in this movie is really good, really stands out. I really love it. If I were to give this like a score, like a number score, I'd say at the moment, probably a 9 out of 10, to be honest. If I give it an 8, I feel like that's too low. Maybe an 8.5, and again, this movie could go up in time. It really just depends on how I feel in like a few weeks after I sit on the movie more, maybe rewatch it again, because this is a movie. Because I wanted to say this too. A lot of people agree. Turning Red is a really good Pixar movie, But is it peak Pixar? I'm not sure. I don't know if it's on the same level as Soul or WALL-E or Ratatouille, but I feel like this movie is more rewatchable than those movies, since it's not tackling some high concept, it's not trying to be this super artsy film, you know, like WALL-E and Soul are. It's not the super artsy film, a lot of deep meanings. It is a very fun movie to watch, typical of like Toy Story, or like even The Incredibles is a more fun movie to just sit down and watch. So I think Turning Red has that going for it as well. It is a movie that you will be able to rewatch. You will probably want to rewatch, much like how I feel like rewatching it, even though I literally just finished it. It's really, really good. I also believe that this movie really knows its audience, and I feel like the audience this movie is for, when they grow up, will really see this movie as like a Toy Story or an Incredibles or a Finding Nemo or, you know, those type of movies. Like, I'm just saying, don't be surprised in like 10 years if you see like a video by someone and it's like Turning Red is a masterpiece, you know? This movie very much knows its demographic, but it does not turn you away, I feel. It's not... It doesn't feel like a movie that if you're outside of its range, you will not enjoy. There are movies like that. Like Illumination, for example. Illumination movies very much feel like kids' movies, and they very much feel like that they're meant for kids when watching them. This movie, of course, feels like it's for middle school and maybe early high school girls specifically. And I feel like that age range, especially the ones that are more nerdy, more weird, I feel like they'll latch on to this movie and really enjoy it, and maybe it'll become like their favorite movie. So I do enjoy that aspect as well. Now, oh boy, this is why I stay away from animation Twitter. Animation Twitter was so ready to hate on this movie. They did not give this movie a chance at all. You saw the tweets. If you were at all involved with animation or anything on Twitter, you saw the tweets, and it made me upset because I was watching this movie and I just kept getting like the thought in the back of my head like, man, Twitter was really ready to hate this movie. And I'm like, bro, this movie is really cute. It's a really cute movie, but they're ready to hate on it because it's a young Asian girl. I want to say Asian American, but no, they're in Canada. I don't know. My mind keeps wanting to default to Asian American, but they're Canadian. But it's just, but you know, it's not like, it's a main character that's not a straight white man. So that's already gonna be a turn off because they're already gonna be people that want the whole, oh, they're pandering now, that kind of crowd. So I already don't like those people. Those people annoy me. But so many people are like, bro, this movie looks so ugly. This movie, you know, this and that. This movie's gonna flop, DOA. I'm like, no, man. Like, that really bugged me. I'll probably find some of the tweets that I saw. If I can, I'm sorry. But like, because I didn't really like them. And I was never really around them that much. But I did see them. And every time I saw them, really pissed me off. This movie was really good. Did not deserve the hate that it got initially from the stupid Twitter losers. But again, I think this movie still did good anyway. It's still a Pixar movie. It's still a Disney movie. So of course it's still going to do good. Just that initial backlash really left a bad taste in my mouth. Didn't ruin my enjoyment of the movie at all. Keep that in mind. But God, was it annoying. And again, anime Twitter is not any better. Oh, do not get me started on anime Twitter with the Nagatoro VA. Oh my God, but that's beside the point. Anyways, just to bring this video all the way back into a conclusion, you should watch this movie. This movie is really good. Very well made. You know, very good music, very good characters. I think the characters are really endearing. Lesson of the day, this movie is really charming. So if you did like this video and you want to see more of me, please be sure to check out my other content. I play video games mostly, and I mostly talk about video games as well. And if you want to see me live, maybe ask me a few questions about Turning Red if I remember. I do play games on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel, link in the description. twitch.tv/deadxnobody. I am playing Pokemon Legends Arceus and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix at the moment because the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary is this year, next month actually. So I thought I would play through Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. So if you like Kingdom Hearts, you Disney fans, I hope you Disney fans find this out like Kingdom Hearts, please check me out there as well. And if you need updates on anything, check my Twitter as well. Links are all in the description. So anyways, I've been Dead, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.